That was actually my next question because I was like, man, Raelle has been like the queen of pain for 2 seasons. Like, and you're, by the way, you're an exquisite crier. Like you and Demi Moore, just
Oh, yes, thank
the
you.
on-screen crying. But it's a lot. It's a lot for you and your character. Can we,
Oh my.
when you look to season 3, can we maybe hope for an actually happy Raelle next season? Do you have any hopes for her and for yourself so you don't have to cry so much?
High hopes. High hopes. I did buy I think it was a 4-gallon water bottle during season 2 because I think Amalia has me pictured with it because I was just crying so much.
Mhm.
I couldn't keep the fluid intake parallel to what I was pushing out of my body. So, yes, I did question Elliot about this. I was like, please, for the love of God, give her a break. And he was like, okay, okay, okay. I think they can be happy for a short while, but he's like, but then that becomes uninteresting, so I'm gonna have to fuck this shit up again. And I was like, got it, got it, thanks, Ellie. So, yes, I think we can hope for a bit of happiness, but I mean, there's always gonna be us versus them in
Mhm.
some aspect. And I think once you reach the goal of communal understanding and peace, then I think that would close Motherland. So as long as there's more story to tell, it will always be me and you versus the world, you know? Yeah. But I think they'll find happiness in little moments. I think they're great at that. There's a lot of life or death going on and they
Yeah.
seem to
Mhm.
find cuddle time and whatnot somehow.
Those little moments are definitely the best, both in TV world and also kind of in personal lives as well. And
Absolutely.
you spoken a little bit about not really getting a lot of time during filming. So when you actually do have time outside of action or acting, what are some of your passions right now? What kind of help keep you going?
Well, yeah, jumpstarting my company has been
Yeah.
a wild ride. It's very involved. I actually, right before we started shooting season 2, I had something that I like to relate to Big Magic, which is a book by Elizabeth Gilbert, where I had the opportunity of having a short minute of genius is what she sort of speaks about. Like, no one is
Mm-hmm.
genius, they only have genius. So genius fell into my lap for about 5 days straight, 12 hours a day, a lot of sweating, a lot of not eating, and glued to my computer screen. And I wrote a movie script, which I didn't
Cool.
think would ever happen. I've never written a movie script. I just had the innate need to start writing. I didn't understand what it was. And as it began to form itself over the span of 5 days, I realized that it was a movie. And so I sort of structured it that way and I wrote a movie. And now I'm working on writing a second one. I don't know how that happened. Again, it just hits. It's just like it's the same
Mm-hmm.
time of year and I don't know, something in the air. Something about witching hour, I guess. It just really gets really gets things moving. But
No, that transition into fall, that's like energy right there.
right? Honestly, it's my favorite time of year and it's I can always feel it coming. Like the very end of August, I'm like, fall's coming. I can feel it. I
Mm-hmm.
can
Mhm.
feel it in the air. And you just see like the first leaf starting to turn red or yellow, and you're like, I know you're coming. I know you're on your way. It's my favorite time of year, and it's where I feel most connected to myself. I'm not sure really what the explanation about it is, but just change and growth and making way for new growth, I think is just it's such an underrated part of the process of
Mhm.
just, things have to die in order for newness to be achieved. And it's sort of related to like the death card in the tarot, which to me
Mm-hmm.
is my favorite. It's a beautiful card to me. But yeah, very much related to that. So I've been doing that. I'm always working on music. It's like an an infinite project that just keeps going and going and then killing itself and regenerating. So that's been going on as well.
Actually, our
Yeah.
fans had 2 questions beyond that. They wanted to know if you're going to release Book of Love as a full length recording, or are you going to do an original song for the show? They have both requests from the fans.
Okay, so that was something that was talked about. I'm sure it's in the air, and they always joked about bringing my music in sort of into the spin of our show in season 1, probably because they're just so annoyed of me singing on set all the time. They're like, God, somebody give her something so she just stops. Make her quiet, please. So They let us do Book of Love. We were pretty we were under pretty strict, I guess, not rules, but like we were pretty confined to the organic structure of the song.
Mhm.
That was the way it was originally composed.
Mhm.
So we weren't allowed to do any fun vocal licks. The timing had to be exact. We had to follow the exact sheet music. So I mean, it was so amazing to get up there and get into a studio and record it. But we were sort of stuck to the skeleton of the original sheet music. So that was something I was really nervous about because it was sort of out of my style of doing things. So I really had to adapt, but they were so patient with me and they were really excited. And we did like 4 hours of the first verse and the chorus, and we only had that much time allotted. And they went, "Hey, do you guys want to record the rest of the song?" And me and my vocal coach are going, we didn't learn the rest of the song. So, like, yeah, but it's like more or less the same. You can just pull up the sheet music, right? We were like, sure, anything you want, LA. Oh God. And so we pulled it up, and within an hour and a half, we finished the rest of the song, even though we spent 4 hours getting the first third down, but we did it. So it exists somewhere.
Oh, so there's gonna be like a release the Snyder cut kind of campaign now that the fans know. Like, I'm sure they'll be
Yes.
kind of.
I'm hoping, because they released a score soundtrack for season
great.
1.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm hoping they do an addition for season 2. That would be really fucking awesome.
I know several people that are patiently waiting and potentially refreshing iTunes and
Yeah.
Spotify on a daily
Yeah,
basis.
we're ready to
So
send
if
you to
anyone
the top of the
asks
charts.
you,
Top of the charts.
let them know
Taylor.
that people want it. Let them know people
Not like
want
you're
it.
speaking for experience. You're just asking for a friend, right?
Yeah,
Absolutely, absolutely.
Yeah.
amazing.
No, I'm the same boat. I don't know how much pull I have, as I don't own the rights to
Oh,
that
yes, absolutely.
recording, but I am definitely all for it. I haven't even heard the full thing, so it would be very interesting if I could hear it. But yeah, I was so grateful, so nervous for that platform, but I was so grateful for it because I've never done anything like it. I've never really had the two worlds collide, music and acting. So that was really fun.
It definitely added a lot of brevity to that scene.
Yeah,
it was a very heavy scene with that.
It was lovely.
It was.
Well, we are getting we are getting close to the end, but we're going to close out with a segment I call some fun dumb questions, or maybe game time if I'm being more charitable. So these are just lightweight questions. Just
love it.
Any answer is legit. So the first one is: you can transplant Rael to any other show on television. Which one do you pick and why?
Oh no. I can't say New Girl. That wouldn't make any sense.
That's why it'd be actually clearly hilarious if you just like hexing Jess and like the roommate.
Yeah, oh my god. No kidding. I'd probably just screw with Schmidt. Probably. That would be my end goal. Make him pay for what he did to Cece. But that's okay. We don't hold grudges here. Maybe, okay, so I never watched television, but a few weeks ago I got sick, and it wasn't COVID, thank God. I just got a cold. I was really run down from a lot of personal matters and stress, and it got to me, and so I got sick, and I was like, oh, there's nothing to do in bed, and I don't like scrolling through the internet aimlessly. I'm not very good at it. I miss a lot of things because of it, but I was like, you know what? I'm actually going to commit to a TV show. I'm just normally so restless that I can't sit and watch a movie. I have to get up, I have to check my phone, I have to read something, I have to make a snack, and everyone gets really annoyed with me for it. But because I was bedridden, I was like, you know what? It's coming that time of year where normally I binge like Twilight and Harry Potter and all the other niche stuff.
The comfort shows.
The comfort stuff.
Yeah.
Or like Vampire Diaries, Pretty Little Liars. It's my like little cheap TV that I love. But I've heard a lot about True Blood, and I'd never watched it. So maybe True Blood, I think she'd fit in well there. Just like maybe more nudity.
Yeah, there's some sexy times on that show.
There is a lot of them.
Talk about beautiful Swedes, right? You got,
Yeah, exactly.
you got Alexander Skarsgård in all his glory. That's incredible.
I love him, honestly.
Yeah.
I'm slowly scanning him. I'm like season 3 now, but yeah, so maybe she might fit in all right there. Maybe
Yeah, I
True
can
Blood.
see that. Yeah, you just be another Faye member of the cast, you know. So.
Yeah.
All right, DJ, next one to you.
Yep. So kind of flipping it to a different form of media, if you could star in any musical, which one would you want to star in?
Oh gosh.
Sorry, I've been binging Alexander Hamilton, so musicals are just in my head now.
Oh my gosh. I'm like, I'm not too acquainted with musicals. I'm like, I got High School Musical. What else do I got in there? Like dusting off the really old shelves. I did like Cats when I was little. I did Charlie the Chocolate Factory, the musical. Like trying to remember what I did. I did the Big Friendly Giant or something. I don't know many musicals aside from like
okay. If there's any one that you need to listen to, then listen to Wicked.
Okay.
And actually, just Wicked. Listen to Wicked. It's fantastic.
I just saw I know it involves the witch from Wizard of Oz, right?
It's the behind the scenes. It's the behind the sscenes. It's fantastic. Okay. I love it.
Yeah, Wicked is good.
So alone in Wicked. She's also a witch, so maybe we'll throw her
exactly.
Yep, she'd be great. Kinky Boots also amazing. Billy Porter is a king, and so all right. So the final set of questions. It's called This or That. It's rapid fire. Don't think. Just as fast as you can. I'm gonna give you 2 options. You got to pick one.
Okay.
Start easy. White chocolate or dark chocolate?
Dark chocolate.
Dogs or cats?
Dogs.
Tattoos or piercings?
Tattoos.
Bowling or putt-putt?
I'm bad at both. Bowling.
General Alder or General Petra?
Oh, I'm such an Alder stan. I'm so sorry.
No, I'm the queen of the Alder stands. Like that is like my
yeah.
So that is the correct answer. And then finally, the unit or Scylla?
Oh, evil. Scylla, because the unit will follow. They're cool. They're good guys.
That's true. They'll always be there. All right, amazing. Well, we are ending right on time. Thank you, Taylor. This has been a pleasure. We thank you for everything you do on the show. Thank you for the fan interactions. Thank you for taking time out of your day to hang out with two randos on the internet for an hour.
You guys are so brilliant, and I love your energy. And thank you so much for putting so much care and thought into today's conversation. It's so appreciated, and thank you for loving what I do as much as I do, because it means the world to us. Thank you guys so much, and thank you for thinking of me and for having me here.
Awesome.
Absolutely.
Well,
it's been fabulous.
Yep. And thank you to the fans for listening to our podcast today. I hope you loved it as much as we did. Taylor, a little fun fact, we have not told anyone this is happening because mostly because I was so nervous. I didn't want to jinx it. So I was like, it's a surprise. It's going to be a surprise drop. So now that you've all gotten the surprise drop in your podcast inbox, hit us up on Twitter and scream at us and let us know what you thought. You can get us at FS Witching Hour on Twitter or your regular social medias. And y'all know where Taylor is. I work for Twitter, so I love your Twitter hand. I love that your Twitter name is Childish Hambino. That makes me laugh every time I see you tweet.
Oh, good. Most people get confused. People tweet me thinking I'm Donald Glover, but it's what it is. I'll take it. He's cool.
He is cool. It's a good celebrating mistake there. And obviously keep giving Taylor and the cast love on Twitter and support the show, y'all. Like 7 seasons in a movie. I will not stop at anything less. So all right, excellent. All right, well, thank you for listening to another episode of the Witching Hour podcast, and we will catch you all on our very next episode. Bye.